Keldon Johnson will not play. Trey Jones, backup point guard. It is Holmgren and Wembanyama. They tip it up, and it is the Thunder who control the opening tip. Lou Dort at the controls with Wembanyama on him. All these great designs on the floor. On the floors around the NBA for the in-season tournament. Gives it an interesting look as Giddey goes strong, and that's how the night begins.
A great young team, much like Oklahoma City has done with their group.
Oklahoma City into the play-in last year. That is blocked by Holmgren, but finished. Zach Collins was there for it. Clears away the rebound. Spurs are 3-7 coming in. They've lost 5 in a row. Sohan lays it in. Engage a little earlier. He's had great finishes. Goes behind the back here. Oh! Little sidestep and a jam by Wembanyama.
Right from the catch.
Sohan. And he buries a three. Third giveaway for Oklahoma City in the early going. Vassell looking for some space up and over Holmgren. There's Wembanyama. And a couple of offensive rebounds in the putback. So he's active early tonight.
Is a small team, and they have struggled mightily on the defensive boards.
Good pass, good finish. Giddey set him up beautifully. Williams with the dunk. Gilgeous-Alexander with a rebound. He's taken just one shot. And Gilgeous-Alexander pulls the string on Champagnie. One of the great...
Out that OKC goes to their 1-2-2 zone. They find Collins open underneath.
Gilgeous-Alexander starting to put some roots down now.
The Thunder a year ago create turnovers and score points off of them. Not as much this year, but Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, who we saw get the steal.
With no Trey Jones tonight. Late clock here. Sohan finds Branham. Steps inside the line. Little mid-range jumper is good.
Outstanding.
With a lot more strength. They're both very lean, very thin, tall players. But Chet Holmgren is adapting well to NBA life. With some of the bench players. Gilgeous-Alexander finds the backboard, lays it in. Has his first basket of the season.
He shot 37% from three last year, but as we've said, this is Thunder basketball. 7th steal of the night already. On the finish on that.
Williams changes direction. One of his signature moves. The Spurs were there for him.
To his defense that the paint is king.
Here's Holmgren for three, and he hits one. Gonzaga on Gonzaga right there. They matched up in the preseason as well this year. Champagnie drills a three ball.
Well,
City by 4, second quarter action here, in-season tournament play, and another Spurs turnover. Looking up top for Kenrich Williams.
Well, that's 8 steals.
With this back injury, couldn't lift up kids, had trouble doing normal activities, but now is fired up to be back. He's considered one of the true glue guys and team leaders.
You know, guys you played with your whole life, it's just a different area code you're passing the ball to as Vassell steps into one. Nice looking stroke. Covers so much ground. It's a shock to the system to see it for the first time. Nobody's going to block that one. It's a smooth stroke. And Wembanyama.
No, I'm going to bet most of these guys have never played with a 7'4" guy before.
Here's Jalen Williams, and he rattles one in. On the floor. Missed the first 5 games. This is his 6th game back. Here's Vassell driving, runs into a wall in Wallace. Side looking for a cut, gets one from Williams. Oh, he is met at the rim.
Wills.
So Vassell at the controls here. 4 to go in this first half. Vassell, three-pointer is good. He can get it cooking. And they're looking for the hot hand in Vassell. Vassell feeling it right now. Wow. Vassell's got 11 here in this first half. Giddey sets up Dort. A breakdown for the Spurs defensively. And an easy layup. Had a big improvement last year. They won 16 more games inside. And Gilgeous-Alexander add to it. Three-pointer no good. And a bouncing rebound to Gilgeous-Alexander, who drives it, leaves it, and Williams scores.
Well, Wembanyama ran out. Rarely, I can't even remember one.
Wembanyama up top. The pass was too low. Got to go higher with the 7'4" guy. Giddey, fake pass, then gives it up for Holmgren. Fights for the board.
That was a great pass out of the post.
Giddey.
Wembanyama.
Giddey attacks and lays it in. He was a difference maker in the second quarter. In total points, third in field goal percentage, second in three-point percentage, and Gilgeous-Alexander takes advantage of another Spurs turnover. Williams to Gilgeous-Alexander. What a combo they are. Each went for 30-plus against the Suns, and Gilgeous-Alexander with 19 now.
He's making what he gets, and that makes him a bigger threat.
39% three-point shooter. And Josh Giddey, little runner. Giddey with the head up, looking for Dort. Giddey gets it right back. Playmaking. Holmgren throws it down. Giddey's got another dime. Vassell. Dort may have disrupted that shot from behind. And now Giddey running the floor, lays it in. The air. If he can't grab it, he usually gives his teammates a chance. It's Gilgeous-Alexander, saucy. Spurs in this third quarter with 5 turnovers, just 4 made field goals. Isaiah Joe, free spaces inside, and the dunk. And guarded by Vassell. Double team comes. Here's Isaiah Joe for 3.
Isaiah Joe's been one of the best three-point shooters.
Thunder have not won a game in this in-season tournament. They're 0-2, must win tonight if they want to stay alive. Gilgeous-Alexander with 24 points now, sprinting down the floor, and he gets a steal, and it's another Spurs turnover. And in transition, Giddey on a feed.
By the NBA, and I think as people get used to it, they'll start to enjoy it.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, how does he do it?
As much as the attention tonight is on Chet Holmgren versus Victor Wembanyama, that SGA is the next in what has become a long line. The ability to create near max cap space in the summer of 2024. Now, with all of that said, what excites people within the Thunder front office the most?
To finish the half, Micic knifes his way in, and he leaves it for Williams, the guy who protected him. For San Antonio, they were looking for Wembanyama. Holmgren spins off Collins, blocked from behind. Wembanyama got him. And now Joe able to force the turnover. Wembanyama's down. Williams lays it in. Another three-pointer is good. Lindy Waters.
How they play. They are an active, disruptive defensive team and create offense off their defense, and we've seen it tonight.
In free throw shooting, and Mark Daigneault said something interesting today to us, because their rebounding numbers are poor. That's the one area. It's another 3 falls for Lindy Waters. Spurs got off to a 3-2 start, had back-to-back wins against the Suns on the road. We had one of those games as Champagnie hits a 3. Experience year for Victor Wembanyama. But they are getting exposed here tonight, especially with the ball handling. It's another three-pointer.
Well, I mean, the problem of not having your guards, and Keldon Johnson is out. When you're a young team like this, you don't have a lot of margin for it.
Another West Coast road trip coming up for Oklahoma City. Spurs are going to drop to 3-8, 6 straight losses. As we get to the finish line, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander with 28 points.